Hello everyone, I'm back for another video, and it is the long-awaited, kind of, not really, bullet journal flip-through video. So without any further ado, let's get started. So this is the inside front cover. Some things are going to be blacked out as they do contain personal information. If you're into K-pop, you should understand what this says, but it's supposed to mean 2017. Next is the index page. I actually don't really keep up with this page, and I left 2 pages blank to add to it. Next is my calendar and my year at a glance, which just tracks my mood. I'm also not good at tracking this. This was my first try at a monthly cover page, and this did not work for me at all, so you won't see it again. Here's my first week of the year, and I also hated this. Then I go for this more boxed in look, and I did this for a couple weeks, so it kind of worked for me until I got bored of it. Here are 2 random pages for music releases and movie releases. I never actually kept up with them, so I probably won't be adding them to my next bullet journal. Here is the next monthly calendar that I went for, actually drawing out the squares. This worked for me a lot better than the previous style, and I actually really like it. Here's where I started to get a little creative and switch up my layouts. This is actually one of my favorite ones that I've done, and here's a different one. I'm sorry for blurring most of it out, but it did have a lot of phone numbers on it that are private. And then for some reason, I went back to that same boxy layout, and I did this for the next few weeks with a small variation here or there. On this spread, I decided to add some watercolors, and I liked how it turned out. And then on the next spread, I just ditched the lines, and I liked how that turned out as well. On this spread, I just tried to switch things up a bit. I added a quote and some different boxes, and this spread is kind of a disaster. I actually got sick this week, so I didn't try very hard on it. And here's my future log. I don't like this setup, and I'm probably going to change it in the future. Here is some of my selling pages to post on Depop. This is my budget. On this page, I have my tracking for my money saving, and then also that page on the right that I have blanked out is ideas for a story that I'm writing. On this page, I have my Spanish tracker that obviously I didn't keep up with, but I have studied more than what I have filled in. On this page, I have my Korea and Spain trip. I apologize, it's a little hard to see. It is written in pencil since a lot of things are going to change. And here are the start of where I started filming for YouTube and my more creative spreads. I, for some reason, cannot keep up with trackers for the whole month. It's going to start doing some weekly trackers to hopefully fix that. For these spreads, I always make them in Photoshop before I print them out, so I know that they will fit. It just gives me like a little preview of what my bullet journal is going to look like before I print it out and actually put it in my journal. And I kind of like that. It gives me a little more creativity, and so I'm not so like winging it. I kind of hate this spread. It's a little too busy and I just hate it. But this page is even worse, so we're going to ignore it. And then I just wanted to draw a little bit, so I drew some hands and ears from some K-pop idols, and then we get to June. And that brings us back to the current month. I thank you so much for watching, and give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already. And look out for my next video. Bye!